down these two. Foul down these two. Arms up, little lady.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Yellow, yellow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Saints nothing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on
under pressure, and they got to him again. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Let's go, D.
Sammy, Sammy.
Check 17. I want to flare.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but Not before taking it down inside the 30.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Check, 47.
15.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. They'll run it with Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Check.
Attack.
What do you want? 47, Mike. 47.
Girl, 15.
Ricky. 47 is the mic. 47.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end Blake Bell, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the twist. You.
Hey, 57 colors.
Exit.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Yo.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
They can't stop you, son.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Chris Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. To go for it on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
9-yard attempt.
And Butker able to put this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Harris to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a play fake. Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
24 is the mic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 24 is the mic. Double dog, double dog. That's the way. Check. Alert 3.
Greystone, travel.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he lost the football. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Ready. 5-8. 5-8. 5-8. Tight right.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 26 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 10 over.
What we got? 5.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Saints get a bit closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Williams. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
I got it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Hey, Alpha.
Breeze now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Seattle. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Check. Blue 15. Hey,
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. So opening drive, 3rd down. They go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball at the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. That will give. Running right is Lynch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 27-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch. 27 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 70 yards as his guys are on the board. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Slam.
Friday.
Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. On the move to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
March by 4. Hey, keep it up.
They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
Four down. 7-7.
54. Mike, 54.
Far left.
Switch it. Big Ed.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marshawn Lynch with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. Gets past one man. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the twist.
Now Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, and even 50 yards. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bailey got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson, they'll roll him out right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A first down there on a... Pick up of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for the Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Touch, Booker T.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we... Step aside here in this second quarter.
Green 80!
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Record.
On first down, Lynch. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this down to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. 14. Watch the ship.
A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
1st down, Vikings.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Lynch. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Lynch. He's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. That went into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 4th down, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. And they got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take this back down.
Up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A second down throw for Cousins. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Wilson, going to throw again. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Wilson rolling to his right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Who's the team? Check right, 54. Hey, alert. Let him know.
Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd down, Wilson forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long for Cousins. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
1st down, Minnesota.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Cousins here to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting up.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Danielle Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here's Wilson to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 38 yards on the scamper there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 34 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. for the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have but feel great.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown, touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and at their own 21-yard line.
Wait. I've got Louie. Check.
On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 74 yards.
Complete to Travis Kelce. First and goal.
He'll try and run. This is Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second and goal, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, 57.
Echo.
Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Chiefs 7, Seahawks nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Dixon. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
One left. You get time to see me. Hatchet.
The first carry for C.J. Procise. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field. And
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Lynch. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 56. You're right. Spot back. Check 3.
Now Lynch running right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Check 52. 25.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Right there. 56. Hey, watch the slant.
They go with Lynch right side, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, it's Lynch, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Attack!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes flushed out right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now it's Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Throwing is Wilson. Rolling to his left. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch the screen. Check.
Hang out, fans. Screen,
A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
What? Hey,
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
low alert.
Watch the slant.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Eluding the pressure. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this will go out of bounds. And they're still short of the line to gain. So this is going to be a turnover on downs here. On 2nd down now. It's Lynch. And he will. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. So that one will be accepted. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Steps away to his left. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Lynch, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Right there, 56. I'm here all day.
Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. He'll find Metcalf, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lynch, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lynch, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We're back now in KC. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Wilson being chased out left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
36.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Steps away. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, 67 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, flush to his right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. It's Hill, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now here's Mahomes. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 64 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
He better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. One last shot for Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.